Access Radio, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Access Radio, WYAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Janelle, celebrity vocal coach right here, and I am a part of Give It Life.
And ratchet, we
And
bringing
real, extra rich, ratchet, raunchy.
That'll be everywhere, like.
What we got coming up? Other shop was upstairs, but we down here by our also, man.
This nigga got hit to walk off the set.
This is a King Green None of That production.
I wake up in the morning and I tell myself, them big bags coming, we don't need no help. And I paid my dues, go bitch to somebody else. You'll soon understand niggas really the best. And if you got shit to say it with your chest. Had to go through scary hours to get this success. Promised land within reach for the family. All we ask you respect.
Well-made choice, ready for war. For the win, only come back to settle the score. Never pay for pussy, we embezzle your whore. I'm the big fish, you ain't on my sea level for sure. Brotherhood, we shut it down in your brother's hood. Go hard for mine, just like my brothers would. Smoke, rap, run it back, roll another wood. This for JB, God, make sure my brother good.
Hold niggas up like Harden do in the playoffs. Make fuck niggas disappear with a couple payoffs. Playing on the tarmac, ready to take off. Grind on another level, what the fuck is a day off? BACG, what you been waiting for? We here now, you ain't gotta wait no more. It's the beast, bitch, WYZ. Flying for my set. Be the ones always coming up 2 down short. Steady begging, trying to see what my 2 down score. The door was open, but niggas rather slither through a crack before you sit with us. Make sure that you can cover your ass. It's the mall, bitch. Be quiet when the guards speak. Don't become a stain on that concrete. You know the vibes, you ain't even gotta ask me. It's 4 letters, my nigga.
It's Mr. Get in, get out. Type to leave the jeweler dripping while the streets is in the drought. Sunday dinner with moms by the AM, I'm in the south. It's wholesale, it's nothing less than an ounce. Been hands off since I linked up with the infamous brotherhood. We more like a syndicate. I remember when they used to say I was just an overpriced middleman. Now I'm all in for the bucks like Giannis or Chris Middleton.
Cool Peter Warren, Sap of the click. Do this for JB with every rap that I spit. My choice to earn Skrilla, the package and the fit. I'm strapped up in my ways, cause these bags filled with this cane. I'm making power moves, took some platinum in this chain. I'm stunting like my daddy, so the Mac is in the range. I'm maestro in this game, one wave, you gon' see G. Still HT and Ellen.
What up, what up? Welcome to the Cyph Special Edition. You heard we previewing the MACK game today. We gonna talk that wrestling talk, you feel me? I got my boys, my day ones, Choice, Twan the Dawn, Tsunami, you know what I'm saying? What you going by today?
Yeah.
What's good, y'all?
What's up, bro?
Chilling. Ayo, Twan, no spoilers, man. No spoilers. Night of Champions going on right now to give y'all a little bit of context. So this is how we're gonna start this. What y'all think of today's product of wrestling? What you think they should change? What you think about it? What's up? What's on your mind?
I think today's wrestling is great. There's more athleticism. It's a lot more talent, a lot more characters. The women's division is super fire right now. Shout out to them. It's a lot of competitive, female wrestlers. It's amazing. I think the product is in good hands, especially now that Triple H is pretty much running the show now. I think he's doing good.
Okay, Tom. What about you?
I agree with majority of what he said. It's not all of it. The product, as far as what you see, as far as from the athletes, maybe the only thing I would knock is, and it's really like with anything, like the storylines, like it's nothing really new, but it's just like movies. And when you kind of see it all, a lot of things ain't going to surprise you nowadays unless it's really over the top. So besides that, just the improvement and everything.
I feel you. So we're going to get into some talk. We're going to talk, our favorite wrestling video games, our favorite, who we think should be on the Mount Rushmore, who we think popping right now, who's our favorite right now. So we're going to start off to give people the context and let people know who we are as wrestling fans. Because most people know us from the music, from the rap. You know what I'm saying? So this is the part of us that you're seeing. I had I did the MACK game before, so you probably knew I was a wrestling fan. You feel me? But who would be on your Mount Rushmore? Who want to start? Because that's where we, as they'll get to see where y'all at and who y'all fuck with and all that.
Yeah, I think I'll start with this one. It's a tough decision because you got a lot of great wrestlers, but I'm gonna go with not in any particular order, but number one, Hulk Hogan.
It's a Mount Rushmore, so it's like that's like
I know.
So this your specific Mount Rushmore, or you think should be on the Mount Rushmore?
Nah, this is my specific one. I'm gonna tell you why for all four. Hulk Hogan should be on there because there would be no WrestleMania without Hulk Hogan. I think that's a fact. Number two, gotta go with Stone Cold, only because he's the most influential and the biggest box office. That and then his feud with Vince McMahon, that was legendary. Shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? That's number two. Number three, and my personal favorite is The Rock, only because he transcended, being a star on television and brought that to the movie scene. You know what I'm saying? Took his talents to Hollywood and made a bunch of money. I think he's a top actor as far as like money wise, respectfully. And number four, gotta go with The Undertaker. Just because of longevity. You know what I'm saying? He literally had a part, his first half, respectfully, of his career called the Decade of Destruction. That speaks for itself, you know what I'm saying? And that had multiple like characters. Like you had the Ministry of Darkness, you had the Paul Bearer, you had the introduction with Kane. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Having one of the best, debuts in history. But that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah, you got to put him up there. Then he put Brock Lesnar over at WrestleMania.
So you got Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Undertaker,
and Stone
Cold. That's a solid four. Can't nobody really argue with that four. And this is I feel that four, like honestly, because you could claim, like you could say that's a real WWF, WWE bias four.
Yeah.
You ain't even touched WCW. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't even thinking about ECW. You know
honestly,
what I'm saying? Like, and my question to y'all, and Hulk Hogan is definitely WCW. That's a fact.
For the longevity part, Hulk Hogan coming to play too.
Because Hulk Hogan, honestly, my favorite part of Hulk Hogan's career is Hollywood Hogan.
He had a little.
But his
the Thunder in Paradise?
Bro.
That was a TV show. It was terrible because it was just on a boat. But
that's a fact.
But he still did the transition.
Right,
though.
Tyrone. Rock is debatable. Rock is interchangeable. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't Rocky. He wasn't Rocky. That's a fact. But other than that, he was in Three Ninjas. Three Ninjas was my shit. Suburban Commando.
Was it an action? Was it a comedy?
Mr. Mom, some shit like that.
Nah, because that's what they built the when they had this Mr. T shit. They did
It was Rocky. I think that was Rocky. Oh, they did Zeus. You talking about Zeus? No holds barred. Now that was my shit. I think that Hulk Hogan movie was my shit. The no holds barred. But for that time, that was. And shout out to Zeus being in 2K. Yo, Street Fighter is trash too. That movie was, Street Fighter movie was trash. Yeah. That's a whole nother episode of something else. Trash video games and shit like that. Video game movies and shit like that. But we could get to your Mount Rushmore. What's your?
I'm glad you brought up the whole WCW part because I did come up off of that a little bit too. So mine is going to be first is Stone Cold. To me, I think he really put wrestling on the map as far as entertaining. Then, like we just spoke about, Hulk Hogan. Like, if you really want to talk about like longevity and like stepping out of the wrestling field on multiple occasions, you gotta give it to him. Now, on a WCW note, and even currently to this day, my son Y2J, Chris Jericho. To me, he's a legend. And
that's tough.
That's long.
I like that. I like that.
I was sitting here thinking about it. I'm like,
it's a good one. First undisputed champion, Chris Jericho
beat the Rock and Stone Cold the same night.
Same night. That's a good point. Two of the Mount Rushmore niggas, same night. Even though it was a little bit of tomfoolery, but he still won it. Vince put that in. You know what I'm saying? Vince had faith in him at that. That's lit.
Now my last one, I don't want to seem like I'm just now following him. For a long time, I've been speaking on this man. If my cousins was here, they would tell you that I've been watching this man since what 18. I even forgot the brand. TNA.
Right now,
my man AJ Styles.
Yeah, I knew what
I've been watching him for a while, bro.
Yeah, he not Yo, I'm gonna tell you a story. He not gashing it. Back in the day. My homie, this nigga Twan, even before he came to WWE, because I'm faithful to WWE.
Remember I was showing you all the other moves, TNA.
With the hexagon, the octagon ring, Samoa Joe and all them
Kurt
niggas.
Angle was going crazy.
Sting was over there. Samoa Joe,
Abyss, Abyss, James Storm. That's where Bobby Roode come from. Yeah. You have who else?
That was AJ Styles' house.
That was AJ Styles' house. That was his house. If you gonna put somebody else, somebody from TNA or somebody, because you got a well-rounded, you got WWE, TNA, and WCW on your list. You know what I'm saying? Even though Chris Jericho, he AEW, WCW, WWE, he's still going. You know what I'm saying? Over Sting. But I'm not. Hold on, wait, we getting there. I still got the person.
Hold on. I feel him though.
Yeah, I already know.
Yeah. My thing with them two is I didn't really see Flair in the E like that. When I was really watching Ric Flair, it was during his WCW run. Once he got to like the E, it was like he was more in the managerial wrestling every now and then. Sting main run was in WCW. He's forever fired to me.
I'm gonna give y'all one right now since y'all talking about it. I can't remember.
You possibly right though, because a few of them did cross over to TNA or TNT.
Hey, yo, Al, it's the MACK game, MAT game.
The reason why I like CJ though is like he was doing his thing in WCW, so when he came to WWF, that kind of caught niggas off guard, and then it's like you would thought that he would have went into that mid card tier, but like we just said, the nigga beat The Rock and Stone Cold, so it's like. He kind of was the man in both joints.
Look at how he came into the WWF.
Yeah, his whole debut was crazy. Yeah,
that's a fact.
I feel Jay the countdown.
If not number one, is number two because I feel Kane and Chris Jericho interchangeable for top two debuts.
Kane,
you think Kane had
story? You think Kane
was fire? They teased.
Yeah, his storyline was crazy.
And he won the title for 24 hours. Like he had the title.
Yo, listen, no, he didn't win the title that night. He came in.
No, not that night, but I'm saying like his run.
It was Hell in a Cell. Yeah, it was King of the Ring, but it was the Hell in a Cell match with him and Shawn Michaels. And I remember that. Yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday. Like I remember that day. It was me and my cousin Greg. You know what I'm saying? We was in my uncle's room. You know what I'm saying? That's when, and I put it in the bar one time. That's when my uncle had the illegal cable box. You know, we had. You feel me? That throwback.
That's great.
You know, the going there.
That's a throwback.
And you,
bro.
I forgot what channel it was, but we had that free pay-per-view. You feel me? So we was watching it, and Kane scared the shit out of me. I was really I was like 9 years old, 9 years old in that area, and that nigga had me nervous when he popped out. Like the red, the mask, the way he just looked at it, and he fucked the Undertaker up, which was my favorite wrestler at that time.
That was the whole storyline. I felt like
he came out Tombstone the Undertaker, nigga.
That was
right. That was unheard of at the time, man.
Word. Nobody ever thought.
It was Paul Bearer who told him, like, yo, I got your brother. Come on now.
Shout out to Paul Bearer. Paul Bearer. You know what I'm saying?
That's another topic too. Who debut had most impact, because now that he brought it up, I remember when they came out when Taz came. Yeah, Taz did destroy Kurt Angle.
What happened?
ASAP. After that,
what fucked up? What put Taz debut down is what happened after that.
What happened? I don't know what happened after that.
It was no hype, no build up. Like they kind of buried him. You know what I'm saying? Like he was man for like 5 minutes.
That's what.
And what he was announcing in a year, 2 years after that.
Yeah.
And Tyrone. All right, so let me give y'all, before we get into all of that, let me give y'all my Mount Rushmore. Right. You feel me? Let me give y'all my Mount Rushmore, because spoiler alert, Ric Flair's there. Stone Cold, Ric Flair, Undertaker, and it depends on the day, but for today, because of the impact he had on me, like he was my first favorite wrestler from the video game, Bret Hart.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel I have to put Bret on there.
This is his four.
Now,
there's no wrong answers, bro.
Because first of all, a lot of people's first wrestler was Bret Hart. I don't give a fuck what nobody said.
Oh,
and Owen too. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of the video games, bro. Like when you heard that Bret Hart music on the video game, that's what attracted me to Bret Hart. You feel me? And that's what initially attracted me to wrestling in the first place, as well as the characters, was the music, the interest. Because when you played the game, if you remember WWF Raw, which was my first wrestling game I played, if I'm not mistaken, for Sega Genesis. And when you had the character select screen, you went to the TV and it showed your wrestler and it played the music. When that Bret Hart music hit, I was like, this is my guy. You know what I'm saying? And that made you look past the pink. He made you like black and pink. You feel me? If it wasn't for no Bret Hart, you wouldn't have Cameron rocking the pink. And I guarantee that
everybody had
I guarantee that's a fact.
The shades was
the
it.
leather jacket.
Gave it to a kid.
You feel me? The sharpshooter. Come on. What's up? I think Bret Hart would have survived the Attitude Era because he'd have played into that heel role. Every time he went to Canada, he'd have been a hero. Everywhere in the United States, he'd have been a heel. And he'd have played that straight edge role. He'd have been the 90s version of CM Punk.
He make a valid point.
I think if anything,
he'd have been the 90s version of
CM Punk. Stone Cold. Like, I got an issue with management. I really think that. Because to be honestly, that would have been a perfect role. That would have been exactly. If he would have stayed, I'm fucking you over.
Nah, no Andre. I'm sorry, Andre the Giant was important, but I can't fuck I can't because he got body slammed by Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 3. He was the main attraction for a long time before it was televised. Him and Bruno Sammartino was the main attraction.
I guess he the first.
Bruno was the champion. He was the attraction.
Gorilla Monsoon. Oh, those are guys before my time.
You going back.
Yeah.
Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah,
shout out to Gorilla Monsoon. Yeah, we all know who he is. Gorilla position. Pause. Gorilla position is a thing because Gorilla used to be behind the curtain right there with him and Vince, and they used to have the headphones on, and that's how they speak to the referees and the wrestlers and everybody. That's how we breaking the fourth wall for y'all. We breaking kayfabe on this podcast. You feel me? and you know that's what they do. They like that's why they call it. Triple H is right there now. Triple H is being the gorilla position for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Pause. So Macho.
That's who I would put over. That's who I would personally put over Hulk Hogan when I think about it.
Macho is way better than Hulk Hogan.
Just his swag alone is just so marketable to this day.
You gotta realize though, Hulk Hogan, he was the guy.
Hulk Hogan.
So he had that was his rival.
I'm gonna give you the perfect analogy from today and before.
Listen, that was my fault. That's no cat. That was my fault. That's worth everything. I would listen. I was gonna put John Cena, but
nope. I was go ahead.
I couldn't put him over. Who was I gonna replace him with? The Rock, because I felt like if it wasn't for The Rock, there would be no Cena. So I had to put Rock over him.
I can't say that.
John Cena
kind of got GOAT status, man.
John Cena. I feel
John Cena better than Hogan. He was there
straight like that.
He wasn't nothing.
I feel John Cena better than Hogan.
The reason why I would say that for Hulk Hogan walked, Stone Cold kicked the door open, Rock took him in, shot it to a different stratosphere, and Undertaker was the
constant through all of that, because he went from Hulk Hogan to John Cena.
His first championship ring, who he beat?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
The fact. And his last, I would love to. I guess
Undertaker beat Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan for his
Playing with the chair, tombstone. He won it back
at the
Tuesday in Texas.
I think at the Royal Rumble he won that title, and then he lost it at.
And this is in the 90s, y'all talking.
Yeah. Because I think
so. This is a young Undertaker. Yeah, that's fire.
Won in like less than a month. I think.
I'm a big Ultimate Warrior.
No, he debuted at SummerSlam.
He
debuted at Survivor. Undertaker debuted at Survivor Series 90 or 91. And then that Royal Rumble that year, he won the title.
Macho Man has to get in.
Macho Man. All right, so look, back to the point that I was making.
Macho Man lit it
Roman Reigns and Macho Man is the Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
Wait, you just confused yourself.
No, I didn't.
You meant to say
Hulk
Hogan
Hogan and Macho Man is the Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is the Macho Man of this era.
Because he is a better wrestler than Roman.
And Roman is the man, though.
I understand that.
And then let me take you to Ruthless Aggression era. Hulk Hogan is John Cena and Randy Orton is the Macho. Now let me take you back to the Attitude era. Hulk Hogan is the Rock and Macho is the Stone Cold.
Well,
but in that era, I would go Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, and the Rock, Macho. But you got to think of the mainstream popularity.
I think that whole Attitude era is special because it's like as soon as the Stone Cold brought up the Rock, so once Stone Cold has injury situations.
What about Triple H though?
That's what I'm about to bring up. Wait, I'm about to bring that up. The Rock took over, and then Triple H became the next Rock, and then we always mess with Triple H up the DX rep, the DX note. Plus, he was still linked to Shawn Michaels.
Right.
And then you still had Undertaker.
And he ain't
Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes is very fucking important. I ain't gonna hold you.
No wrong answer, bro.
It wouldn't be if it wasn't for Dusty. It wouldn't be no NXT the way it is.
No gold.
Dusty and Triple H.
Yeah.
Dusty and Triple H is the reason that NXT is NXT and is the reason why Roman Reigns.
I like his character. You see, everybody like Dusty because his character alone.
Dusty the everyday.
His swag alone.
He was the son of a plumber. You feel me? I'm the son of an electrician. You heard? What's up? My favorite rivalry is Stone Cold and Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best. That
Stone Cold and Vince.
I mean, for my knowledge. Go ahead.
Triple H and The Rock is lit too.
The Rock.
But if you go Triple H and The Rock, you gotta go Stone Cold and The Rock.
Stone Cold and The Rock, they was fighting for the number one spot. Triple H and The Rock, since The Rock came into.
Yeah, that's a fact. Since like day one.
Since day one.
And on the ladder match.
Nah, that's a fact. They even had that on
the ladder match.
What, the ringmaster? And no, not the ringmaster. Monty Vavia. What was Triple H's other name?
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yeah, you're right.
But Stone Cold and The Rock too, the same shit. You remember when Stone Cold threw the belt over the in the, you know what I'm saying? Come on, B. Dusty and Vince clip. Yeah, that was. I gotta go watch that again. Dusty and Rick,
incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold is already that guy. Once he with no King of the Ring '96, we don't get the attitude out of it.
We don't.
Austin 316 shit.
But nah,
motherfucking
ass. Crazy because
it seems like Stone Cold. Like I think some wrestlers are built to be the face, and then some of them, depending on how the crowd or how that one event goes down.
Shout out to them hoes.
Like you know what they spotlight people, and I think Stone Cold, like you said, whatever King of the Ring. Nah, I think we got a star, and that's what Vince probably saw when he saw him.
Hold up. What about all right? So you got like, so we just talking, we showing our age because you know we grew up during the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
I kind of fell off during the Ruthless Aggression era, but you know what I'm saying? I
just really know John Cena and Randy Orton.
I know John Cena
and I know Randy Orton and Edge and John Cena.
Kurt Angle, Edge came up. Yeah, that's like a. It's very with the wrestling. It's very underrated because when Shawn Michaels came back. When Shawn Michaels came back,
what about John Cena's debut when he pulled up and almost beat Kurt Angle? Yeah.
Hey yo, time out.
That's crazy. I almost forgot about that, bro.
And let me talk about this 2K, the challenge. Hey yo, I be wanting to slap the shit out of John Cena in real life, like it's tough to win against this nigga in that motherfucking challenge. Yo, and that's one of the matches. All right, now back to the story. Back to what we was talking about. Yo, son,
that's crazy.
Hey, yo, now you got my, you got Kaden, you know what I'm saying, acting up like that too. You fucking one of my nephews, you fuck with me, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get the shotgun for this nigga daughter. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, man.
This is how I know certain things. I wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I watch TV while we get ready for school.
And yo, could you imagine if we had the network when we was growing up, yo?
Oh man.
Oh my God. It'd be a lot of. I mean,
I think we'll get him more trouble. Listen, because with DX we doing
trying
this,
to fucking emulate the matches, nigga, step by step, like
I feel like that,
keep them out of trouble
keep
outside.
the kids upstairs.
I like for wrestling in 106 in Park.
That's crazy.
From 6 to 9, from 6 to 11, we in the crib. 67:30. Play the game. We going to play wrestling game, nigga. And you eat. Fact. Hey yo,
right after 106,
7 o'clock. Tell Phil. We know we got an hour left if we not already in the house. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, we got. It's a lot of topics we gonna touch on, like go back childhood memories. Yeah, that's a fact. Cause you gotta go to school the next day. And it's more saturated. So we probably be on some streaming shit. I ain't gonna hold watching reacting to wrestling and shit like that. Like doing that, but younger. You probably right, niggas. It'll probably be a lot of us doing a lot more like trying to get into the wrestling business because it seemed more attainable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially for African American little niggas. We was really in there giving niggas Stone Cold stunners and you know what I'm saying? Like I thought I broke a couple niggas. Yo, word to mother. That's how I found out the sharpshooter really tap a nigga out.
Yeah, well, yeah. He really
the sharpshooter? Hey yo, let's talk about let's go back to the rivalries because I don't think we didn't all answer. I said Vince McMahon and Stone Cold. He was Skrilla. He was saying he might as well get a seat, but I don't know why he over there. But you know he giving y'all input.
What he said? He said Triple H and The Rock.
He said Triple H and The Rock.
I said the same thing as you. Vince and Stone Cold. Vince and Stone Cold.
Vince and Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Who you think?
It's
Stone Cold went to war against management. That's everybody's dream. that's every working man's
Yeah,
dream.
like at the end of the day, Stone Cold went up against his boss, like, and as a construction worker, and hold on, shout out to Stone Cold. If we talking kayfabe, this nigga had to be a construction work owner, like a foreman or something, because this nigga Stone Cold. Yo, Stone Cold definitely had the spirit of a black man. He even had the bald head and goatee like a black man. Skinheads ain't do that.
He did something that we all want to do: drink all day, curse all day,
Curse the boss out.
Curse at your boss, and put hands on your boss when he piss you off.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You feel me?
And get away with it.
Put hands on the boss and still come back next week.
Yeah, there's
getting the higher paycheck.
I remember the episode. He stunned the whole family, bro. The whole family, including Linda. That nigga stunned Linda. He stunned them all. Y'all all on holders. How you sit after that in the car? Like, yo, so which one of y'all?
So we could agree. Stone Cold the best of all time.
Stone Cold
the GOAT.
To me, he is.
I mean, are we talking rest?
I'm not talking like it's Stone Cold the GOAT.
I'm biased.
Tyrone know what's up.
I'm biased.
Like this guy's better than him.
And I seen that Iron Colo. I don't know how to.
Ivan Colo.
You guys that can wrestle better than him, but
bro,
I'm sorry.
I'm biased.
Stone Cold was a brawler, but
I'm biased.
Bret Hart brought me into wrestling.
I'm biased.
Stone Cold kept me in wrestling.
I'm biased. You know who I'm gonna say?
Undertaker.
Of course.
I feel Undertaker's my personal favorite because of what he like as far as his storylines, top notch all the time. And Undertaker was the first to bring out that emotion, like, oh, like I want to come back next week to see what this guy gonna do. Stone Cold, he did that too, but Undertaker was doing that first, and Stone Cold was like, he was a brawler as far as like
he's a wild card.
Yeah, he was a wild card. He ain't know what he was doing.
You never knew what you was gonna expect. Like this nigga pop up on an ATV, beat you the fuck up.
Nigga sprayed them with beer, bro.
Fire! Steve Weiser. Oh, you remember the shit when the nigga popped up with the beer truck?
Yeah, nigga had the beer truck, bro.
Like, who the fuck was
nigga
doing that
sprayed
shit?
The boss, his son, and his top worker.
Yo,
that's a fact.
Yo, the nigga blew up the DX Express, bro.
Nigga blew up the. You know what I'm saying? And he
beat the nigga Vince with the P-Pan.
Can we talk?
So he was a nerd
with the bed.
Bro,
when he pulled up in the hospital.
He ripped out Booker T in the supermarket.
Yeah. Like
facts.
You can't deny that, bro.
Oh, why you gonna make us feel like that, Tyrone?
The Rock is black.
No black
The Rock is
wrestlers.
black.
The
That's a
Rock.
fact.
Yeah, you forgot.
He not on my top.
He's
He
on
not on
my
my
Mount
Rushmore, but The Rock is
what
black.
black wrestler we with? Like, not even to sound crazy, nothing, but
Roman Reigns is on a lot of people black.
but we
Mount
talking
Rushmore
black
right now.
wrestlers.
Who else?
Black wrestlers. Who else? All right, black wrestlers.
No,
We got Booker
Yo,
T.
shout out to Roman
T.
Reigns,
Stevie Ray.
Junkyard Dog is a
He's not
fan
anybody
favorite,
no
but he ain't really.
What? Oh, that's
Like,
a Harlem Heat thing.
Junkyard Dog could be people favorite from back in the day, though.
Junkyard Dog
back.
Who else? We got Tony Atlas as far as old school wrestlers.
Yo, I just heard they was.
I'm not even gonna
Tony Atlas.
Rock's Pops, Rocky
Yeah,
Johnson.
I wasn't
one of
gonna
those.
say that. You said it.
Wasn't
saying his name, bro.
Rocky Johnson.
You gonna repeat it? Oh my God, sweet Jesus.
Oh wow, you got me
that's
thinking now.
crazy.
Hey,
Pause.
man, I wasn't thinking like that.
Wow.
Alright.
I was trying to chill, but I'm going crazy, bro.
You got
They not famous like
damn,
that.
Ahmed
D'Lo
Johnson,
Brown.
D'Lo Brown,
Yeah,
Mark
Ahmed
Henry,
Johnson.
Mark Henry.
Oh,
Yo, wait,
And he
hold
was a
up.
world
Now I'm
champion.
happy. Not for that, you know he lived in the hood too.
What's up? Oh,
Mark
Mark
Henry
Henry
did
definitely.
live in
Shout
the
out to
hood.
Mark
Yeah,
Henry.
he
He
lived
definitely
right
lived
there.
on the hill.
Not on some
For sure,
beach,
for
no,
sure.
Not for nothing. I'm gonna keep it 100. The way that he transformed his career.
Oh yeah.
Remember when he
from
first
going
came out?
to
Remember when he first came out? He was
he had on the
the
American
yeah,
flag
American
and shit.
flag.
He was like
I
the
think he was in the
Olympic.
Olympics and some
He was
shit,
the world's
right?
strongest
Yeah,
man,
right?
and he got the gold medal for
Did
that.
that.
So
Then
yeah,
they
for
had him
sure.
on some. I don't even want to say the aphrodisiac type of shit.
Oh the
And D'Lo,
Ladies
yeah.
Man,
when he was fucking with Mae Young.
Oh,
the China.
Yeah.
Oh, China too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he was on that type of time.
Time out that theme
And
was
they
one
had
of the
the
most
Mae
fire
Young.
themes.
That was
a
fire.
But it was so creative and it worked.
Yeah, that Mae Young shit was fire. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. I like that whole storyline.
For him to get all the way up
true.
Time out. Yeah, that's a good point.
Billy Graham was the
We're gonna
first
get back to
Hulk
black wrestlers. It's kind of disrespectful bringing up Hulk Hogan doing black wrestlers, but
that's why I like that skit. They be showing all the black wrestlers.
Billy Graham
beating them up
definitely was
in
the
ring.
first Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
That's
we gonna
a
have
fact.
to do that one day.
Huh?
We gonna have to.
The first Hollywood Hogan.
We gonna have to whip his ass.
Who?
Put Hulk Hogan in the ring.
Oh yeah, we gonna play 2K one day.
Yeah.
Put this nigga in war games and fuck that nigga up.
Word. He gonna be by himself.
Wow.
Nah, what about
War games of the
What
chamber.
about Superfly Jimmy Snuka?
Jimmy Snuka, that's my mother's favorite.
Yeah,
like
shout out to my mom's.
My mom's
favorite
love
wrestler, yo.
Jimmy Snuka. Jimmy
fire.
Snuka and the Undertaker is my
He's a
mother's
murderer.
favorite wrestler.
He's a killer though.
Because she remember when
killer.
he's a killer for sure.
killer.
He's controversial for
He's a
sure,
killer.
allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So
And
it was that dive off the
you know
steel
who
cage
else?
that did
You
it.
know who else they ain't gonna put on them lists because of what he did?
You gonna mention him here? Yeah, I'm mentioning him, man.
What
Because
the
he's
fuck,
a big
yo,
part
bro,
of-
real shit.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah,
Chris Benoit.
Like,
His matches is legendary, bro.
You can't X him out of wrestling history. Like, granted, what he did with some wild shit, like, you know, I spit on his grave probably on some G shit. That
was crazy.
them people ain't deserve that.
At
But
all.
when we talking straight wrestling, none of that personal shit, dogs.
Chris Benoit was a dog.
It's hard to explain certain matches without mentioning like.
It's hard to explain certain
It's crazy.
WrestleMania.
His
Ernie
matches-
Ladd. I
his
remember
matches
Ernie Ladd.
with Kurt
too.
Angle was
Yeah, I remember
legendary.
Ernie Ladd. That's a fact.
He had-
Oh,
he
what
had-
the fuck? How we not mention
Kurt
Farouk?
The first
Who said
African.
Farouk?
Said Ron Simmons. Somebody said
Ain't
that.
nobody say
I don't
Ron
think
Simmons.
nobody
First
said Ron
African
Ain't nobody
American
say
heavyweight
the
champion,
first
right?
African American
Yeah.
heavyweight champion.
Yeah, nah, that ain't gonna
That's
lie.
crazy. And WCW, which was down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
WCW did it before WWE. See, now if we talking nowadays, it's a lot of black wrestlers.
What
Most
about
of the
Booker T?
champions are black now. You know what I'm saying?
Booker T?
Booker T.
Booker
Bianca,
T,
you gotta mention Bianca Belair name right now. I ain't
They
gonna
got
hold you.
Sasha
I love her.
Banks,
Sasha Banks,
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley,
She
facts.
fire.
Bobby Lashley up there too, yo.
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair, yo.
Truth.
I'm sorry, yo.
yeah,
Sorry,
Bianca
Montez.
Belair,
You
we
my
watched it,
bro.
yeah.
I fuck with you. Fuck with the Street Profits, but Bianca Belair is a beautiful woman.
Yeah, Jay
my
Lethal.
God. Jay Lethal is it's a lot of.
Who else?
She can get a rib sandwich. I ain't gonna
Oh
hold you.
man, we taking it there?
Yeah, she can get a rib sandwich.
Rib sandwich is crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I don't even fuck with
You
that
got,
shit.
you got.
Yeah,
Tamina and Nia Jax.
Yeah, Jacqueline. If you want to go far back,
That's a
Jacqueline
big
Humphrey,
Joan, yo.
Who, Nia Jax?
Yo, that's a big
Nia
He was
Jax
the
Jones.
only one
Shout out
too.
to
You
the
think
big
about
She
it?
really be throwing her weight around like, yo,
Jacqueline. She's like the only black chick back then.
nah, hell no.
Yeah,
Jazz.
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 Jazz. Shout out to Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz was-
Shout out to
bending-
Jazz. Jazz.
Yeah,
I
I'm
fuck
with
with
Jazz.
Bending
Jazz
shit
was
up.
fucking shit up in
she
ECW.
was
Ain't came to WCW, started
Breaking shit up,
WWE, I
too.
mean, and
Like,
started
yeah.
fucking shit up. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Like, Jazz. Shout out to Jazz. Word.
Yeah. She was different.
It's a lot of black, like, but now I'm saying, like, now, even on the independents, you feel me? You got these Samoans, you know what I'm saying? They going crazy out here. Technically, we claim them. You know, who else? You got Hobbs out here.
Powerhouse Hobbs, yeah.
You got
Nah,
Ricky
Bruiser
Starks.
Street.
Yo,
Bruiser
Bruiser
Brody.
Brody is a murderer too,
Yo,
man.
Bruiser Brody.
He not a murderer. They killed him on some foul shit, yo.
Bruiser Brody and Luke Harper got a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
Like Luke Harper from
Yeah.
the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
looked
my
just
guy.
like
That's
I felt like that's how they,
Luke
I
Harper.
felt like that's how they should have did him.
Like made him Bruiser Brody.
Like on
I
some
think they'd
Bruiser
have went
Brody,
there. I think they
not for
probably
that, he'd
would
have been
have
out of here.
I think they'd have went there.
Yeah.
After
He got nice when he went to AEW. He was he
he was the leader.
Yeah.
Who's his name? Brody Lee.
Dog Order.
Yeah, Brody
Lee,
Lee.
right?
Brody Lee.
Brody Lee.
Yeah, definitely. And there you go with the name. You know what I'm saying? Brody
$1
Lee.
Million Dream.
Yo, time out. I used to put niggas in the pause. I ain't even gonna finish that statement, man.
What was you about to say? You know what? You're right. Keep it to
What the
yourself.
fuck you mean what I was about to? I
I'm
ain't
like,
gonna say that
you
shit.
can't reword it.
Nah,
Like,
that
I'm
was
like, you know
crazy.
what?
Ain't no way
Alright.
to reword it, nigga.
Hey, man, okay.
Shout out to the $1 Million Man, yo. That $1 Million title is one of the best titles. Oh, let's talk about that.
Titles.
What's your favorite championship design? I'll give you mine right now. I'll start off with that since I was last with the Mount Rushmore. I fuck with the Winged Eagle.
We talking like not custom made shit. We talking.
Nah, you could whichever one.
If it's I would either go Smoking Skull or the Big Wing Eagle.
The Big Wing Eagle, not the regular, not the.
Talking about the shit Bret Hart had, right?
Yeah, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
Talking about the shit that
Stone Cold, The Rock.
Yeah.
I had that title. I had the styrofoam version.
Nah, I'm bugging the fuck out the big gold belt, bro.
Big gold belt is
the world heavyweight.
Yeah, that's fire.
The gold.
Yeah.
I mean,
hot take. Can I give you a hot take?
You had to get like Rasheed Wallace walking around with that, bro.
Nigga, Ghostface had that.
Yeah, like what do we like?
Ghost.
Come on, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, walking around with that, it do look good.
It is the best. It is for hip hop. For hip. If I'm gonna pull up at a show and I'm coming out with a title, because I plan on doing that at some shows, having a heavyweight title on my shoulder, it might be the Big Gold. I ain't gonna hold just for the reasons that you said, like
purpose,
bro. Just for the reasons that you said, like, and that's where you had the niggas like Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, like they was wrestling for that title. That's like back in the day. You know how when we was kids, we used to be like Sting and Kurt. When Sting and Kurt Angle had that title more than the WWE title when he was coming up. When he was in the Ruthless Aggression era, when they brought that title back, Kurt Angle had the World Heavyweight Championship more than he had the WWE Championship.
Shout out to Kurt Angle.
You feel me? And he has been wild. And you know what I'm saying?
I don't think nobody had a year. Yeah, I don't think nobody had a better rookie year than
best rookie year.
Yeah, he did have the best rookie year.
He won every single title.
I would have to go.
Maybe Brock?
Nah. Kurt had the best rookie. He won every single title, bro.
Yeah.
Brock went straight to the title. Kurt won all the titles.
Like he went through the
you know what I'm saying?
The Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
like he definitely went through the Mortal Kombat ladder.
He went through every level of title, bro.
Think about it. Yeah, it could be one of the newer niggas.
Shit too.
It could be one of the newer guys if I really deep dive and look into who like now even the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Sasha Banks, you got Bayley, you got Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think of their
division is the strongest it's ever been.
Like the
women's division bro. Let's look at this.
I said so. All right, we gonna get to that, but back to the titles because we ain't finished. I said the Wing Eagle, the Bret Hart joint. You said the Stone Cold Wing Eagle or the Smoking Skull.
Yeah.
If I got an honorary, it's the Wing Eagle or the Intercontinental, the 90s Intercontinental.
Oh,
you know
that's a good one. That's
like
a good one.
that. The white strap,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The white strap in the Continental.
You ready?
Yeah, the yellow shit was crazy too, though.
In the Continental.
The yellow joint was crazy too.
Yellow strap too. Ultimate Warrior joint.
Yo, just stop saying strap though, man. Like
you said that shit too.
I said the yellow one.
The yellow belt. The yellow belt.
Yeah, you said strap.
Championship title.
Look,
we're gonna have to go Vince McMahon and call it a title on here.
Yeah, nigga try to indict me. You try to get me on a sealed indictment, man. What's wrong with you, man?
What's your favorite?
I just said it, the way in the Continental. Yeah.
No, you don't got an honorable mention?
I'm really a big fan. You know what's crazy? It's gonna sound ironic. I like the idea that little spinning belt John Cena had.
Oh my God, that's great.
I liked it because it was fitted.
No, that's not my favorite. He was like in my top 3.
He lies.
You gotta spin that shit.
Spin that shit. You don't walk around with 50 spinners, bro.
Dude, that's that shit, man.
Because it's different. That's why I like.
Not for nothing. Who was in the PG era, but everybody, every kid had a little spin belt.
What?
Yo,
stop
think about it. Yo, was G?
Stop fidgeting like that on camera.
Yo, was Jay-Z? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So why keep doing that, dog? You not looking to see how that looks?
Yo, I ain't even have to look at the TV. I'm sitting right next to this nigga. That look crazy, man. You a wild boy, man.
Do it, but he's like,
yo, you a wild cowboy.
Belt, but it's no belt there, and how that look on camera. You get what I'm saying?
Like you fidgeting with yourself,
bro. That's crazy. Fidgeting. That's crazy.
Fidgeting with yourself.
That's crazy.
The nigga choice.
But that's one of the worst titles. hands down.
Yeah, I
That's one
put
of those titles.
the U.S.
I
title
like
with
that.
the American flag over
What
that.
about the
I like
NWO title,
I ain't
man?
gonna hold you. I like the
That was
US.
When they sprayed the
I
shit,
like the
that-
US, the
that shit was
DDP
crazy.
US title.
That was fire.
That title from WCW, that era.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that
Dallas
era,
Page
that
don't.
title.
He don't get his just due neither, man.
Who's better, Perfect or Kurt Angle? Mr.
Perfect.
Who's better, Mr. Perfect or Kurt Angle?
Kurt Angle, man. What?
Kurt
Mr.
Angle.
Perfect,
Kurt
man.
Angle.
He's bugging the fuck
I
out.
think that's just nostalgia talking,
man.
bro.
Nah.
Kurt Angle, man.
Nigga didn't have
Angle
better
wrestling, I'm
promos.
sorry.
He didn't have better promos than Mr.
How you be
Perfect,
like?
bro.
How you be like if Mr. Perfect Biggie, then Kurt Angle Jay-Z, and at a certain point, you gotta realize because of Mr. Perfect not, unfortunately, RP Mr. Perfect, him not living long enough, he didn't like if Kurt Angle, if Mr. Perfect was able to come back, if Mr. Perfect was able to come back to WWE like he was big, because remember he was in that Royal Rumble and he passed away a couple of months after that.
Yeah,
so if he was able to have that run and wrestle with Shawn Michaels when he came back, wrestle with Kurt Angle, wrestle with Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, it would have been a problem, but he ain't get there yet. And for me personally, I wasn't old enough to really, even though I went back and watched Mr. Perfect, I watched the DVDs and stuff like that. I know very well what he did and what he done, but I wasn't living through it. Yeah. If it wasn't for Kurt Angle, it wouldn't be no Suplex City. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget who brought Brock up for real with that match at WrestleMania 19.
But who made suplexes look cool?
That's a fact. Too.
Word.
Besides
Taz, Plex is crazy.
Besides Taz, that perfect Plex is one of my favorite. I used to that fucking move is fire. I love that.
Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we?
Perfect Plex is fire, and the way he did it was mad smooth. Like he did the whole spin the gummo and the promo.
Yeah, like not for nothing.
But you got to think like Kurt Angle, his promo game was better than Perfect. Yep.
Kurt Angle
Perfect
was funny as shit,
vignettes.
bro.
My point exactly.
Angle had actual promos.
He had some legendary ones.
Angle
had some legendary. Yeah, like that was.
I think it's strictly nostalgia, bro.
Man, Perk Angle, man.
Perk Angle.
That's tough.
He was a drug addict, man.
I thought you said we ain't bringing personal lives into this.
Man,
You gonna say Perk Angle?
Yo,
come on, bro.
Clean bean having ass niggas, man. Fuck out of here, man.
Who y'all favorite tag teams?
Wow.
This is all to give y'all context of who we are as wrestling fans. So when we talk our shit and give y'all
just
our
because
opinions
I'm a
in future
violent,
episodes, y'all know what's up.
Just because I'm violent like that, man. Well, LOD,
And you said
man.
Deli Boys.
Hands down.
Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Both of them good picks. Go ahead.
That's tough. I have to go probably Brothers of Destruction.
Come on, man. That's a real choice ass answer. This nigga favorite wrestlers is Roman Reigns, John Cena. That's who he played with in the game. Niggas with the highest stats. You know what I'm saying?
But I was going to say DX, but DX is
that's not a real
team.
tag team. That's like me picking a 2-man power trip.
Really?
2-man power trip was only 3 months.
I can't consider
we really
Undertaker and King a tag team, bro.
I'm not considering that no fucking tag.
That's like a 2-man faction, if
like,
anything.
2-man.
You get what I'm saying? I don't consider that a tag team. You talking tag teams, you talking Hardy Boys, you talking Edge and Christian. You know what I'm saying? I feel Dudley Boys is my favorite tag team too.
Them three tag teams transcended
TLC
matches.
Them TLC matches, some of my favorite matches ever. You got the New Age Outlaws. Shout out to the Harlem Heat, nigga.
Yo, that was kind of posed what he said too, though. Yo, that was kind of posed when Booker T said that. Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
So Hulk Hogan?
So Hulk Hogan, yeah, he wilded out. He knew he fucked up too.
Yeah, he did.
He knew he fucked up.
Yeah, he fucked. As soon as I know they wanted to laugh.
He knew you fucked up.
Sherry was there, like saying in character.
Yeah, like,
yo, shout out to Sensational Sherry. She black too.
The New Age Outlaws too. Road Dogg and Billy Gunn.
They could be up. They top 5. They top 5. New Age Outlaws.
Arguably,
if it wasn't for New Age, like for the tag team division in the Attitude Era, early days pre TLC,
they carried that.
It was New Age Outlaws for sure. you can't talk about tag teams.
I ain't gonna lie.
New Age Outlaws.
All right, now this is me being all the way transparent. Now that I'm 33, I can honestly say a lot of shit in the Attitude Era was bullshit.
A lot of it was, but a lot of it was fire.
No,
I feel it was more fire.
Not for nothing. Yo, look like also like when you go back and watch certain shit as a grown
now
person.
You know what was bullshit? The matches.
Straight
a
bullshit.
Lot of, except for
yo, bro, watch an episode of watch an old episode of Monday Night Raw during the Attitude Era. Shit was trash, bro. Until you get to the main
Stone Cold and the
storyline.
Rocks and the
shit was bullshit. Then y'all got all these whack ass
factions. I see a couple of comments that say the $1 million belt, the Stone Cold joint. Yeah, my bad. I just gotta point out the comments. LOD facts.
Yeah. Then you had the whack ass factions. Remember they had Mad. You had the fucking was it Los Boricuas?
The Heart Foundation.
Yo, they had
Savio Vega. You had the Heart Foundation.
Shout out to Savio Vega pulling up at Backlash too. That was fire.
You had fucking DX. Fire. You had Nation of Domination.
You had the biker niggas crushing all of them.
What the fuck was their names?
Which one?
Them niggas. Yeah, you had them weird niggas. What the fuck was their name though?
The Oddities?
You had them. But what the fuck was Skull and Cross? What the fuck was
the Rockers was a lit tag team too.
God damn, I gotta stop doing drugs.
Yeah, that's that was Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, right?
Yeah, the Rockers.
You with that drop kick, Marty Jannetty. That's my favorite Action Bronson song. Shout out to Action Bronson too. He a wrestling fan too.
Yeah, super.
Mm-hmm.
You had I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
Favorite WrestleMania match?
You did want to touch on favorite matches, and we're gonna go to the dream matches too after that. The favorite WrestleMania match is I got two because I got one that I remember watching it that day, and it really made me hooked on wrestling, and that's Stone Cold and Bret Hart, WrestleMania 13.
Oh,
that match there.
That was badass.
You feel me? And then for strictly excitement purposes, like entertainment, you know what I'm saying? It's never boring. If I'm showing a match to a non-wrestling fan, I'll be like, hey, you watch this. Gotta be TLC 2, WrestleMania 17.
That's a good one. What about you, Smiley?
I was going to keep it on WrestleMania 17, but the main event, Stone Cold and Rob. Because that match I could watch.
That was the last one, right?
Nah, the last one
was 19.
That was 19, right? That was when Stone Cold.
Nah, that was 17. 17 is when Stone Cold switched up and went with Vince.
Yeah,
okay,
he hit him with 17 chair shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It took 17 chair shots.
That was another fire match
and
too.
Then the following
Rock
night,
and Mankind, I quit.
At
the Rumble.
What?
The Rock and Mankind, the I quit match.
I quit shit
at the Rumble.
Yeah.
That whole storyline.
And he played the audio in the background. He was like, "Yeah, I quit." Oh, that was crazy.
Shout out to the corporation. That was a fire faction.
They used to beat the shit out of Mankind.
They used to beat the shit out.
Yo,
we gotta mention Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, because I don't think we really mentioned him, and he's definitely a pioneer, especially with the hardcore matches.
What was your favorite match?
Oh yeah,
favorite match was
the Stone Cold and Rock.
Stone Cold and Rock, 17.
What was your shit?
Yo, it's so many. I think the one that surprised the most out of me, it's gonna sound funny. That Cyph and Randy when he
WrestleMania. Yo,
yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you. That wrestling wise and being that we go to live events.
Is when I don't know.
You when you go to see wrestling live, you get a better appreciation of how that shit go and what it takes. You feel me? And look with that experience and then looking back at that match. Yeah, that's
the second one. I think is when The Rock finally beat Stone Cold, and he hit him with either two rock bottoms, or he hit him with two. He hit him with a stunner too.
Yeah,
and that was like that kind of signified like, yo, you really want to make sure you beat someone. Nope, I'm picking you up. And he started the trend of how in WrestleMania you start to see two FUs, two styles clashes.
Yeah, it just wasn't one finish.
Yeah, like nah, I'm really making sure you not getting up. You know,
what's up? We don't got that much time, so you called that a bad time. I know who this is. This is my father. What's up?
Hey, Craig, what's good?
Okay, y'all looking good.
I appreciate that.
Your pops like that.
Nah, I love that because I mean, it's like 7 minutes left.
Talking and pops like
That's
that's
tough.
really your show and shit, man. That's
What's up? What'd you say? What happened?
He hung up.
Oh.
I think he
Nah, you
said
said y'all look good. You just wanted to say what's up.
Nah, shout out to the OG.
Shout out to
Shout out, word.
man.
Shout out to my phone.
Nah, I got two. I got two favorite matches. I got Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, the first one.
Oof, that's a good one.
That's when he caught him off the moonsault. Okay.
The first one.
That's a good one.
And then I got this is an underrated one too.
The Triple H Undertaker one was good too.
Yeah, the first one.
When he reversed the
the
tombstone
first one,
on
yeah.
him, that was fire.
The whole storyline was crazy
Yeah.
too. Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 21. If y'all haven't seen that, go back and watch that.
Oh yeah. That's one of the matches I was talking about.
Classic.
Is that when
Ruthless
Kurt
together.
Angle tried the shooting star prize?
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Classic.
And
Go back and watch it. Classic.
Yeah, that's another good
Classic.
one. Wow.
Sidebar: did Eddie and Kurt fight at WrestleMania and Eddie escaped the ankle lock by untying his
I
boot?
don't think that was
think that was
WrestleMania.
That was
like one
I
of
think
them
that
other
was
That
one
was
of the
one of
top
the
four.
other. No, I don't even think. I forgot what event that was, but it wasn't a wrestling. Was it?
I remember. I know what shit you talking about. He slipped out.
No,
the
I
boot.
think it was
Yeah,
WrestleMania
and
22.
he rolled him up or something like
Was it
that.
WrestleMania
And Kurt was
22?
on like a rampage. I think Kurt just beat Brock or something like that.
Yeah,
I gotta look that up. Yeah, I gotta fact check.
I know what match you talk about
Yeah,
though, because he
yeah.
outsmart. That was
Yeah, I
when he
remember
was
that
on
match.
Team
Yeah,
Steel
I
shit.
definitely remember that match.
God damn, I
Eddie.
watched a lot of wrestling, yo.
Nigga,
And that was during the Ruthless Aggression.
Yeah, I felt after
On that
that.
shit.
No, I think when I went to jail, it was over for that. You couldn't watch that up north. Niggas like this your family. What you want?
Eddie Guerrero
bro?
versus.
Yeah. It was
Okay, I forgot.
There was only one dorm I ever been in up north where niggas would rather choose to watch Monday Night Raw before Monday Night Football.
I mean,
I had to get the fuck up out
That
of
was WrestleMania 20.
20.
Yeah, that was WrestleMania 20.
That was another underrated
match.
Yeah, that match was WrestleMania 20.
underrated
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, even though not for none.
I like that. That was
Brock
one of my.
Brock and Goldberg gave us a dud.
Yeah, that's a
That
fact.
was-
I don't know what they was doing there. Stone
Yeah,
Cold
because
couldn't
they
even
was
help
on their
that.
way out. It was on their way out.
The shit with that's
Kurt
a
and
fact.
Brock was fired too. I think Brock messed up the he tried to do a shooting
he almost
star.
died.
Broke his neck or some shit like that.
Yeah, he was wild.
The why I fuck with WrestleMania 20 was because that was the return of the dead man.
Boy, I lost my goddamn mind.
That was the return of the
Yeah, I
dead man.
did.
Because I was ever since he went bike, I was like, yo,
Yeah,
I
like
know
Bike
back.
on Undertaker too.
I hated it.
Wow.
But no, I hated it at the time. But
I
when you
appreciate
get
it now.
older,
Yeah.
not for nothing, if he'd have stayed the dead man, Undertaker career would have been in the dirt.
And
That's
that's
a
why,
fact.
and that's why I liked it. That's why I
And
like
then
when I think of
now,
the Undertaker.
what
I like the
people don't
bike on the
realize
bed.
is when you come back to the dead man, you notice he's not actually the dead man. It's a hybrid. He still has the movements of Biker Undertaker, where he was. Remember, he be on some stiff. Now this nigga Stone Cold fucking you up.
Yeah.
All type of shit. Now you got the Hell's Gate. You got more variations of moves.
The last ride.
Yeah.
The last ride was pause. That was fire. That move is crazy. Yeah, that was.
I ain't say nothing.
You're gonna need a sign, pause.
I ain't say nothing, bro.
Nah, but
don't pay me no mind. I ain't say nothing.
You ever put a bitch in the tombstone?
Wait, what? How
That was crazy. What you just ask?
I'm like, let me wait. Hold on. Let me rephrase. Let me rephrase the question. I think I can fix the question. Have you ever used a wrestling move on a female? I think that sounds what that.
Have you ever put a tombstone on a bitch, man?
How the fuck did you get there?
Yo, listen, man.
Yeah, I felt like you did it before. That's why you asked. How'd you get there?
Listen. How did I get there?
That's just getting up during 69.
Basically,
Back.
But
You
this
a
ain't the
nasty motherfucker.
Hey, yo, I'm a Scorpio, you heard?
I'm a Scorpio too. I ain't doing no shit.
Come on, you act like you would go home and put your girl in the walls of Jericho.
See, that's different.
I've actually
You
put a
actually-
female in a crippler crossface. Pissing me off.
I guess that's a Scorpio thing.
Nah, not for none. It was just like, not for none. Like those was one of those moves, like an RKO where it just happened At any given
Anytime,
moment.
you know what I'm saying?
Shut up. Shut up. Pissing me off.
You feel me? Like sometimes, like that shit. Man, listen, I'm telling you, yo, fellas, try it, man. Your girl gonna love you after that. Man.
Yeah, but not for nothing. You putting her in you said tombstone.
Stone.
You know, like that's actually planting her head on the floor.
Oh nah, not
doing that part.
no, not the
mental
actual
position.
move.
That's
You feel me?
what
Nah, no domestic
That's
violence
crazy.
over
That's
here.
That's crazy.
Nah, not like that.
That's why I had to ask, like, yo, what? Yo,
Nah, no domestic violence over
like,
here.
how did we?
You feel
That's
me?
why I'm like, how did we get here?
Nah, we're not doing those. I'm talking, you know.
That's crazy.
This nigga, not for nothing. You even want to be a freak on a wrestling show? My God.
As I told
The
you,
lady, yo, it's a lot of ladies that watch wrestling, man.
Yeah, but not
feel
for
me?
nothing. You never mind.
Hey, man,
Tombstone. My God.
ladies love wrestling too.
Yeah, I get that. Like I said, my mom's put me on the wrestling. You know, Jimmy Superfly Snuckers her
just
job.
don't drop the bitch during the tombstone.
Nah, we don't drop. You do that with the light girls.
What? Why you do that to any of them?
You do that
Because
with-
you
that with
have
the what?
the girls you put they put you in the bonsai drop.
You do that with the what?
The light girls.
The light girls.
The ones that you can
Not for
flip
nothing,
over.
So
easy.
you saying the big Jones gonna throw you in a Rikishi driver, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The big girls give me that bonsai drop. You feel me?
Rikishi driver.
The big girls give me that bonsai drop. You feel me?
Like John Cena picked up Big Show.
Oh nah, that's when you want to slam. When you want to slam her on the bed. You feel me? Like, oh, it's that time. Wow. You feel me? But other than that, you figure four one time. You know.
Yo, what type? Yo, you really be having like, yo, what you be on, bro?
Ric Flair in this bitch.
Yo,
Woo!
Yo, Shorty really gotta really show up for full contact sports, huh?
I mean, it is what it is.
This nigga really be running to the bedroom on Ultimate Warrior time.
Nigga, sometimes you gotta do that, B. They love the characters, you heard? Just shake the bed. That's what you gotta do sometimes. You feel me?
Nah, you know who got niggas in trouble?
Who?
Al Snow.
Oh,
Yeah.
what does everybody want?
Al Snow's a legend for that. For that alone.
You know, that's no, not for nothing. That's
Yo, that's
Right.
legendary
That's how,
shit,
yo,
bro.
First time I ever got neck. That's how I asked for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that.
That makes it
Yeah, what is
playful
everybody
and
She
saying?
asked me, what do I want? I said, what does everybody want?
Hey, yo.
Hey, bitch. What you talking about? I want that rotisserie.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? That fall off the shoulders neck. Fuck you talking about?
Yo.
Fuck you mean?
I wish it was a female that came up with that slogan though. Cause then you could name her, you know what I'm saying?
Look, you just want to stuff your face in some muff. That's all.
Hey man.
That's all.
Everybody love head.
Everybody.
Mac is a wild boy, man.
Everybody love head. You feel me? Shout out to Al Snow, man.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Al Snow, it took us longer to figure out what that was. You feel me? And he was going even more crazier with that shit in ECW.
Yeah.
Like it was WWE was the PG. It was Attitude Era, but that still was kind of PG compared to the way he was. It was more of a comedy act in WWE, but
Nah, the Attitude Era had a lot of bullshit, man. I'm standing by that comment.
Attitude Era was. The storylines top notch is not a lot of storylines that's better than that right now.
The upper tier storylines like the Kane and the
Fuck
Undertaker.
with the Godfather storylines. Who don't love hoes?
Yeah, I like the Godfather.
Who don't love hoes?
His character-
The fact
his
that he
character
offered the
was
nigga
dope.
hoes
Nah,
or
his
match,
character
that was
dope.
fire.
We talking like actual storylines like the
You ain't like the Val Venus storylines?
Fuck no.
That was a weird.
That nigga gave me not pedophile vibes, like straight.
His name is type funny when
Yo,
you think
Cole
about it.
Stabler. You heard? Yo, anytime you hear his music, just Cole
crazy.
Stabler, bro. Hello, ladies.
Nah, they fuck with Val Venus though. My nigga was getting them bitches. You remember what he did with Ken Shamrock's sister?
Who's it? Ryan Shamrock?
Ryan Shamrock.
Who was his girl in real life?
I didn't even know
Yo,
that.
Ryan
That was
Shamrock.
crazy.
Ryan Shamrock was Ken Shamrock's girl in real life, but he was playing his sister in WWE. Fuck
That's
with
even
Val.
more. That's
Fucking
even
with
more
Val
wild now that I think about the story.
That nigga on Joe
Vince
Dirt
McMahon
timing.
was on some other
Nah,
shit.
he was on Joe Dirt timing.
Vince McMahon was on some other shit.
Yeah, your man was on Joe Dirt.
Vince proposed the incest storyline with Steph.
Yeah, he did. Nasty motherfucker.
Yeah, that was.
You know that's
Vince is my nigga. He's a genius, but he did a lot of crazy shit.
You know Stephanie McMahon, low key, is somewhat rumored to be the reason why Macho Man don't
that's a fact. Yeah, she was allegedly Macho was fucking with Steph at a
she was like 17 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, at that age, it was more acceptable a little bit, especially with them people, if you know what I mean. But ain't no excuse for that. And Vince was kind of right for not, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga fucking my daughter, nigga,
Vince,
what the fuck?
You know all your dirty laundry is coming to the light, right? So what are we talking about here?
I mean,
just because it was your daughter, she gave up the drawers. If that was the case, it's not like he took it.
I mean, Vince is.
Let's be real here. It's not like he took it.
Nah.
I could just picture The Rock now doing a promo on her.
Yes, huh? Slut.
Yes.
Yo, he was
on Steph.
Vince,
I could just picture it right
now.
now.
Chris Jericho used to go crazy on Steph.
Rock
and Jericho was elite.
Yo, not for nothing, but The Rock, the way he said it, yo, he used to be
violate,
like this.
bro.
You're the biggest slut.
Yeah, walking God's green earth.
Yo,
wilding, bro.
Nah, bro.
Nah, that's a fact.
He's mad disrespectful, but it was funny as shit, though.
That's a fact. The shit you could say back in the day that
you can't get away with that now. It's over.
Niggas is canceling your ass
fast. Shit right to center.
And I think that's probably
wow.
This world is definitely right to
Shit
center.
right to center. They was doing this something.
They was definitely before their time.
They did right to center right now. That shit
oh my God.
Definitely before. That's a fact. Definitely before his time.
Yeah, it was on to something, man.
Cancel culture at its finest.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit nowadays that was before their time.
It is a lot of attitude. That's a topic for another day. It's a lot of attitude ever that didn't work in the attitude ever, but probably would have worked now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of wrestlers, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa. There's a lot of stuff that's not really working now, but put that shit back in the attitude era, crazy.
I'm trying to tell you.
You feel me? So that's another topic for another day. It's been a MACK game. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Torn the Dawn. Shout out to Choice. Shout out to Skrilla Gambino.
Salutations.
You feel me? A couple of hip hop heads that also fuck with wrestling. Holla at us.
You. Shout out thick girls.
Watch out for the big girls.
This is a King Green None of That production.
Tell by my shoes, I'm what fresh is. A nigga smell like money, effervescence. I chose me over things, look what stress win. Bottom line, you are blessed by my presence. Biscotti in the air, smell of essence. Air Max 270s, how I step in. Badge on you drop, changed on who I left with. Top floor at the Marriott for the session.
Real fucking spooky, lethal. Yeah, we out here, y'all already know. BACG, nigga. We here, you here, nigga. This ain't for the weak at heart. It's BH and be safe, you should be alone. They saying Choice fell off, ooh, I need a spark. Now I get everything in twos, I'ma need a art. Sippin' Douce, chillin' at the bar. With two black queens, got a fresh deck of cards, time to double down. Blackjack to spit game if I ass fat. Smoking on gas, you gon' need a hazmat.
Hey yo, we ain't finished, Choice. We ain't finished. We just begun, King. Chill. Watch this shit. These niggas ain't ready. I promise these niggas ain't ready.
Prepare for liftoff. I'm calling ball game before the tip off. It's 50 on your head, I count it backwards, don't get crisscrossed. Official though, never on court, blowing the whistle though. Kiss the game goodbye, I wrote this verse under the mistletoe. This Christmas show is to get rapping, I'm on the best tree. They walk like they ain't got the heart to even step to me. It's evident they fiending and reaching to get some relevance. If shells drop, we left them there for evidence.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, Gams.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't here to play. Y'all niggas thought we was playing. Y'all niggas bucking the fuck out. Take that, dum-dum. Take that.
700s on my feet, 700s for the flight. Would it cost me less, but I wanna hear tonight. It would've cost me less, but all this fucking overtime. DA tried to offer 20, but he coming home at 9. What a time to be alive. All my life I've been deprived. Everybody sellers, I've been doing this since it was a crime. Money on my mind is baby mama on my doorstep. Catching my Nardo with his face with my Gore-Tex.
Yo, we gonna chill, we gonna give y'all niggas one more. One more. And we done. We get the fuck out of here. Yo, Lils. Keep on, kid. Relax.
Something like money, never see me near trash. Smelling like straight cash, they love it when I saw it pass. Ladies love the pocket of pain. These niggas soft like noodles, so I call them lo mein. But I don't focus on those. A nigga stay 10 toes. Respect the joker, but I sure do hate bozos. I don't play poker. Mac ain't gotta bluff them hoes. Heavy we smoker. No Cypher, you don't got one road. Be safe.
Nah, I told y'all, Mac. I told them it was just one more. It was just one more. We done. Getting the fuck up out of here, like I said. BHCG.